We got to see some deer. I caught a fish yesterday, so that was pretty cool. Roscoe had a good time running around through the bush and exploring. How's it going, everyone? Woods Farm here. It's about 10:30 and we're heading westbound on the 401 on our way to Frontenac Provincial Park for a 2-day camping trip. Roscoe's coming along this weekend, coming camping. So yeah, I'm going to be making a video of our experience heading back for some winter camping. So keep watching, and we're going to videotape the trip as we go. That's where we're headed. Okay, so you just make a right turn and we're almost there. Okay, here we are, just getting ready to head out on the trail. We're going to go down the lake, cross the portage and get onto Doe Lake and head over to our campsite. It's quite warm. The snow's almost packy. Okay, we're at the portage, and so far pretty easy going. Try not to break out in a sweat. It's not working, and it's about to get difficult going up this portage. It's not far to Doe Lake, but it's pretty much all the way up and then all the way down. Well, that was a bitch. It's quite the climb, and I'm only about halfway up. Roscoe's not impressed. Go. Come on, pull. Come on, go. Up. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, here we are, Doe Lake. About another ½ kilometer across the lake, and we are there, setting up camp. Hardest part's over. Just gonna make a walk across the lake, and we're gonna be at camp. A lot windier out on the lake. You notice it. It's pretty awesome. It's a really cool view. Well, that's where we're going. Just seen 2 white-tailed deer right in there. About 100 yards right there. I seen 2. Their tail's not even up though. There's the other one. That's really strange. These deer seen us. And they moved off, but only about 20 yards. And then they stopped right in there. That's their tracks right there. She's looking right at me. Three. Good boy, Roscoe. I know they're gone. Let's go. They're not coming back. That's pretty cool though, eh, big guy? Good boy, Roscoe. So we just seen 3 does. I guess that's why they call it Doe Lake. So just gonna take a few minutes and set up camp. And then I'm gonna look for some firewood, melt some snow, make some dinner. Good boy, Roscoe. Yeah. Oh, we had some visitors. They came around Doe Lake and they seen deer out in the woods as well. Anyways, this is my haul of firewood. It's gonna have to be enough for tonight. I had to trek pretty far up into the woods to find a downed tree. You're not allowed to cut anything down out here in provincial parks, so firewood is pretty scarce, particularly right around the campsites. They usually pick clean of any deadfall, anything on the ground is gone. So I had to hike up into the hills and find a big pine tree that was falling over and haul it back here. So I'll have lots of time. I'll probably make 2 trips tomorrow up to that dead pine tree, and I'll have a little more firewood for tomorrow night. So I've got firewood. Next priority is water. I'm gotta boil some, melt some snow. And, get my 2 water bottles filled back up. Okay, tent's all set up. I just got one more guy line to put out. I'm going to use a snow anchor because I ran out of tent pegs. The ones that came with the tent were really cheap. They weren't going to go into the frozen ground. So I brought these Army surplus ones. And they did just fine, but I ran out. I was short just one. So anyways, I think it'll do okay. So the way I got this set up is I have a reflective tarp put down, and then I have a foam pad, a military surplus air mattress, a self-inflating one, and then I have my Arctic sleeping bag. For this trip I just chose to bring the outer sleeping bag and the cotton liner. I think that should be good. So we'll find out. We'll see how warm I am tonight. I think they were saying, you know, -5, -6. So not too cold. I can layer up if I have to. But the inner summer sleeping bag, you can put the 3 together and it makes the extreme, you know, cold weather Arctic bag. So this is kind of like the mid-level setup. And I got my bivy bag. I'm not going to use that tonight, I don't think, but I brought it in case I wanted to sleep in a quinzhee or there was some really nasty weather. First batch of water. Roscoe's taking the high ground and he's just patiently watching the lake. He's on guard. It's a good boy, Roscoe. Yeah. I got my firewood cut for the night. And I got tired. Got a couple chunks left over. I'll just use that for tomorrow night. But I think this is enough to keep a small little fire going for a couple hours. I got dinner cooking. Just warming it up. So the Coleman single burner stove is working out pretty good. I had a full tank, and so far I've melted snow for 2 liters of water, cooked my dinner, and I'm working on my 3rd pot of melted snow water. So I'm just kind of monitoring how far it goes, you know, how much I get out of an actual tank of fuel. So yeah, it was a pretty good day. It was a tough hike out here, I'll be honest, but it was worth it because the spot's awesome. I mean, it's super quiet and peaceful out here. There's no one around, so it was well worth the effort. Anyways, just getting ready to eat dinner here. And when it starts getting dark, I have a fire for a couple hours, maybe grill up a couple more sausages before bed, and that'll be it until the morning. Lots of big snowflakes coming down, a little bit of wind, so we got some snow coming, like they said. Can't really see. Anyways, it's probably about 6 o'clock, 6:30. I'm going to sit by the fire for a couple hours and head to bed early. Can't really see much on the camera, so I'm going to put it away. It's starting to snow a bit too, so I'm going to make some hot chocolate and cook up some sausages in a minute.